Did you know that a faster pre-shot routine can help you hit more fairways, hit more greens, and make more putts? Today, you're going to learn why. Don't take my word for it, though. We're actually going to go through a European Tour study that was conducted with over 22,000 shots over 5 tournaments, breaking down the importance of having a consistent pre-shot routine. Make sure to stick around to the end too, because I'm going to reveal the #1 pre-shot routine mistake that most everyday golfers make. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Michael Leonard. I'm a mental golf coach and the creator of Wicked Smart Golf Podcast. As a mental golf coach, I'm really excited to share this pre-shot routine video with you because I know that when you have a consistent set of rituals, it can help you save 3 to 5 shots or more every single round. Before we get into why a pre-shot routine is so important, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you get value from the channel. Let's go over this European Tour study that will literally transform the way you think about routines. So the European Tour partnered with RSM Consulting to really understand how routines impacted professional golf. They had volunteers collect data of 22,000 shots about their different routines. They studied 2 things specifically. First off was the time it takes to actually go through their pre-shot routine, and the second part was what rituals make up their routine. They found that when players spend less time over the ball at address, their performance improves. As you can see from this graph, for putts inside 5 feet, the likelihood of holding the putt is doubled. Second, a shorter time over the ball for all putts results in a 90% increase in the likelihood of strokes being gained. And the third finding was being quicker over the ball for tee shots gives a small 12% but significant likelihood of a golfer playing a better shot and gaining more strokes. Second finding was that consistency leads to more cuts. As an everyday golfer, that's going to mean shooting lower scores and playing more consistently and hopefully beating your buddies. So they found that consistency of time spent over the ball leads to a greater chance of making the cut. Broken down for individual shot types, greater tee shot consistency made making the cut 70% more likely. Greater approach shot consistency made making the cut 90% more likely. And greater putt consistency made the chance of making the cut 80% more likely. Third finding, which is absolutely insane, found that European Tour players, when they spent less time over the golf ball, can earn up to 189,000 more euros every single year. So before sharing how to implement this as an amateur golfer, let me ask, do you have a routine? If so, hit the comments down below and let me know what it looks like. Let's go over how this can apply to your golf game. First off, we want to stay consistent over the golf ball. One of the biggest mistakes most golfers make is spending too long over the ball. When you spend too long over the ball, you're going to have doubt, fear, and indecision kick in. If you're doing your homework behind the golf ball by picking your targets, analyzing your lie, and really committing to the shot, you should be able to spend 8 seconds or less by the time you're actually over the golf ball to hitting it. As the studies have shown, this will help you hit more fairways, hit more greens, and make more putts. So how can you apply this to your golf game? Start by committing to the shot. One of the biggest mistakes most golfers make is not committing behind the golf ball. When you do this, it's easy to get over it and start thinking, was this 8? Was this 9? Was I aiming here? Was I aiming there? You start to have that doubt, that indecision, and that leads to longer time over the golf ball. The second thing you want to start doing is make sure you're taking 1 to 2 practice swings. In fact, I don't even like to think of them as practice swings, but rehearsal swings. You want to be rehearsing the motion that you want from the upcoming shot. Always stand behind the golf ball. If you notice, pros always do their pre-shot routines behind the golf ball, while everyday golfers usually do it right next to the golf ball. Third thing, as they recommend doing, is to not stand over the golf ball too long. If you think about it, usually the hardest shots are the ones we take the longest with, but a lot of times that actually makes it harder to execute those shots. So no matter if it's an easy shot or a hard shot, spend the same amount of time over the golf ball. As the studies have shown, it will help you hit more fairways, hit more greens, and make more putts. The final part of the study is that they found there's really no need for more than 1 to 2 looks at the target. Stop looking at the target 3, 4, or 5 times. That is only increasing your time over the golf ball and usually leading to more doubt and indecision. So we're not done yet though. As I talked about in the beginning, there's one thing that the everyday golfer is doing in their routine that the professionals are not, and that is simply where the routine takes place. If you watch, the everyday golfer usually has their shot right here. They'll do maybe a swing, maybe not, and then they just get right up and then they hit. But if you watch golf on TV for full shots, you will notice that professionals are back here. They are doing their full routine behind the golf ball. They do this for a few reasons. One, it's just easier to visualize the shot and really get clear about your target. Second thing too is, a lot of golfers sometimes take too big of a divot. The last thing you want is some huge piece of turf taken off right here. So now you step up, you see that, it's not going to inspire a ton of confidence. Obviously that doesn't happen for the pros, but for the everyday golfer, it does. So you want to do it back behind the golf ball. In case you do take that divot, it's not going to be in your eyesight. But really, the big reason is that it separates your thinking versus where you should be swinging. A lot of different people talk about this throughout different golf books, but it's really important to have some sort of line. Kind of think of this as like, hey, behind here, I'm thinking about the shot. I'm using my conscious analytical mind. I'm figuring out the club, the target, what the wind's doing. I'm figuring all that out here. And then when you cross this line, you really shouldn't be thinking about anything else. Instead, you want to just react and hit the golf shot. In my routine, for example, I will take the 1 to 2 practice swings behind the golf ball. I'll be here, take a deep breath, walk into the shot. I line the club face up to my intermediary target, which is going to be somewhere up there. Confirm it with my long range target, build my stance, look at it again, give it a quick waggle, and swing. I mean, you really want to keep it efficient, and you're gonna speed up your routine if you're actually doing all the things we discussed in this video, because you're not thinking when you're over the golf ball. Save the thinking for back here, so you focus up there for simply playing golf. That's how you're gonna get in the zone. That's how you're going to play your best golf, and that's how you're going to eliminate a lot of those swing thoughts that can really hold you back. Use this European Tour study to start playing better golf today. If you don't have a pre-shot routine, go to the driving range, or even at home, start creating one. Once you do create one, make sure you practice it on the driving range consistently so it can become habitual on the golf course. A good routine is all about consistent timing and using the same set of rituals. This will prime your mind and your body to help you execute the shot. If you want to learn more about creating your pre-shot routine, not only for your full swing, but for chipping and for putting, make sure to check out my program, Pre-Shot Like a Pro. To learn more, click the link down in the description below, or go to wickedsmartgolf.com/routine. Thanks again for watching, and hopefully this helps you become a wicked smart golfer.